Welcome back to the another session of our English class. Are you going well? Hope you all are going well. Students, before starting today's class, let's go through the summary of the part that we have studied in the previous class. Are you ready? Okay, let's go. The fairy gave wonderful dress to Cinderella. So Cinderella went to the ball with that wonderful clothes. Then she went to the ball by riding the red coach. 6 footmen followed her as bodyguards. Cinderella looked like a princess in the ballroom. Then Cinderella heard people saying how beautiful she is. Suddenly, the prince noticed Cinderella and he danced only with her. Watching this, Cinderella's stepsisters felt jealous of her. But they did not identify Cinderella. Cinderella continued dancing with the prince for a long time. Then the time was 12. When the clock rang 12, Cinderella remembered the words of Fairy. Fairy said Cinderella to return home before 12 o'clock. So Cinderella bowed to the prince and went out of the ballroom. When she arrived home, she explained Fairy everything happened at the ball. Cinderella said that she wished to go to the ball the next day because the prince invited her to the party. Then the two sisters knocked at the door and Cinderella opened the door. So, students, hope you all understood this summary. Am I right? Now, let's go through the rest of the part, the ball. So, all of you take page number 45. All of you look at the last paragraph. I'll read it for you and you all listen carefully. You stayed such a long time, she cried, gaping, rubbing her eyes and stretching herself as if she had been sleeping. So Cinderella's stepsisters came and knocked the door, and Cinderella opened the door and she pretended to be asleep. She rubbed her eyes and stretched herself as if she had been sleeping. Students, why did Cinderella pretend to be asleep? Cinderella pretended to be asleep to show that she had been staying at home and had not been to any place. What did Cinderella ask them? Yes, you stayed such a long time. Students, here are some unfamiliar words. So, shall we go through the meanings of that words? Students, did you see the word gaping? Gaping means starting with an open mouth in surprise. Here you can see the picture of gaping. The next word is stretching. Stretch means to extend a part of the body to its full length. For example, all of you look at this picture. Here, a girl is stretching her body. Now, all of you take page number 46. I'll read it for you. If you had been at the ball, said one of her sisters, you would not have been tired with it. The finest princess was there, the most beautiful that mortal eyes have ever seen. Cinderella seemed very indifferent to what they said. Indeed, she asked them the name of the princess, but they told her they did not know. Cinderella, smiling, replied, she must then be very beautiful indeed. How happy you have been! Could not I see her? Ah, dear sister, do lend me your yellow dress which you wear every day. Yes, to be sure, cried her sister. Lend my clothes to such a dirty cinder wench as you are. I should be such a fool. The entire family burst into laughter. I'll explain it for you. One of Cinderella's stepsisters said that if she had been at the ball, she would not have been tired with it. They said that there was a beautiful princess in the ball. They praised the beauty of her eyes. Cinderella seemed very indifferent to what they said. Cinderella asked about that princess, but they said that they did not know her. Cinderella smiled and said that she must be beautiful. Cinderella added that she wanted to see that beautiful princess. Then Cinderella asked her stepsisters to give the yellow dress that they wear every day. But they made fun of her by telling that they do not like to lend their clothes to Cinderella because they considered her as a dirty girl. Students, hope you all understood this paragraph. Now, shall we go through some new words and their meanings? Students, did you see the word indifferent? Indifferent means having no interest. Now, look at the word lend. What is the meaning of lend? It means give temporarily. Now, there is a new word, cinderwench. Did you see the word cinderwench? It means a young woman covered with cinders and dirt. For example, here you can see the picture of Cinderella who was covered with cinders and dirt. Students, all of you read the last sentence. The entire family burst into laughter. What do you mean by burst into laughter? Burst into laughter means started laughing suddenly. Students, so hope you all understood this paragraph. Now shall we move on to the next paragraph? Students, I'll read it for you and I need your attention. The next day, the two sisters were at the ball, and so was Cinderella, dressed even more magnificently than before. The prince was always by her side and never ceased to give his compliments and kind words to her. Cinderella forgot about the time. She thought that it was no later than 11 when she counted the clock striking 12. She jumped up and fled, as nimble as a deer. In her hurry, she left one of her glass shoes in the ballroom. Now I'll explain it for you. There was a ball party on the next day, so Cinderella's two sisters were at the ball. But Cinderella's dress was extremely beautiful and attractive, so she looked extremely beautiful than before. The prince was so impressed on her beauty and he gave her good compliments and kind words. Cinderella forgot about the time. Here, Cinderella forgot the words of her fairy godmother on the second day. What may be the reason? Yes, because Cinderella was enjoying the party in the company of the prince and thus forgot about the passing of time. So she jumped up and ran away as quick as a deer. In a hurry, she left one of her glass shoes in the ballroom. Students, did you understand the explanation of this paragraph? Did you identify any unfamiliar or difficult words? Students, did you see the word magnificently? What does it mean? Magnificently means splendidly or impressively. Hope that you saw the word ceased. What does it mean? Cease means to continue. The next unfamiliar word is compliments. What do you mean by compliments? Compliments means greetings. The next word is fled. Here, fled is the past tense of the verb flee. Flee means run away from a place. The next unfamiliar word is nimble. What do you mean by nimble? Nimble means able to move quickly and easily. Look the last sentence. Did you see the word hurry? Hurry means quickness. Students, hope you all understood this paragraph. Now, shall we go through the next paragraph? I'll read it for you and all of you listen attentively. As she reached the coach, she heard the last ding dong. Suddenly, the coach became a pumpkin. The horse turned into mice and the footmen into green lizards. Her clothes became the old rags again. But the one shoe on her foot was unchanged. She reached home before her sisters arrived, so they did not know about her going to the ball. So, what do you understand from this paragraph? I'll explain it for you and you all listen carefully. As she reached the coach, she heard the ding dong sound of bell. Suddenly, everything changed into its actual state. How they changed? Yes, the coach became a pumpkin, the horse into mice, footmen into green lizards, and her clothes became old rags. But one thing was not changed. What was it? Yes, very good. One shoe on her foot was not changed. Cinderella's sisters didn't know about her going to the ball. Why? Yes, because Cinderella reached home before they arrived. Students, now can you identify the unfamiliar words? Students, all of you look at the first sentence. Did you see the word ding dong? What does it mean? Ding dong is the sound of the bell. Next word is unchanged. Unchanged means not changed or unaltered. Students, hope you all understood this paragraph. Am I right? Students, now you have an activity. All of you take page number 54. Here you can see an activity. So all of you read the question given there. All of you listen here. I will read this question. Here are some words to describe Cinderella. Use more words to fill in the blanks. Now all of you look at this picture. Here you can see the picture of Cinderella. Am I right? So some words are used here to describe Cinderella. Tell me that words. Yes, very good. Attractive and smart. Now here you have an activity. Can you identify some other words to describe Cinderella? You can identify any 4 words to describe Cinderella. We will discuss this activity in the next class. So all of you write this activity in your ref note. Students, all of you try to write this activity. So we will meet in the next class with the next part. Thank you, dear children.